Okay, so I know how shit I look right now, but let's just not talk about it, okay? I've had a hell of a day. So it's the 19th of March, and my flatmates and I are all moving out of university. We're moving out of our halls and we're going home. In case you don't know, why wouldn't you know? Yeah, so coronavirus. It's a thing. It's happening right now. And our uni has been closed. The campus is closed, so online classes are still going on. But we have to, well, we don't have to. A lot of people are staying, but I live overseas, so I am moving out. All of our flatmates are moving within this next week, except one of them. She's staying until June, July, or something like that. Am I upset that I'm moving out? Yes. It feels wrong. It feels like too early, way too early. It is too early. I haven't finished my year here. I feel like I'm missing something. So the plan is right now, because I live overseas, I cannot take all of this with me in one suitcase. And by this I mean this, and let's not talk about why my clothes are on the floor. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. You don't need to know. So I'm leaving most of my stuff except my clothes, my singing equipment, my ice skates, because those are important, and my homework. Just go. Let's just go. Let's just start packing. It's already 1 a.m. Don't know, man. This is insane.
지금쯤이면 화장 지웠겠지. 지금쯤이면 잘 준비 다 끝냈겠지. 너의 잠없이 뜨는 날끝을 입은 모습 상상돼. 여전히 예쁘겠지. 정적은 저는 아무렇지 않았는데 이젠 달라. 너무도 길게 느껴지고 가슴이 쓰리고 답답해서 힘들어. 매 순간이 아까웠어. 가는 시간이 참 미웠어. 지금 돌이켜보면 바보 같긴 하지만 후회는 남기지 않았어. 살아있으니까 못 있어.
again, I'm back and I'm pretty much done. So this is the situation. My bed's still made because I'm sleeping in it tonight. My guitar's packed, all that stuff rolled up. Got all of this stuff is staying in my room. This is coming with me tomorrow. Some more stuff staying in my room. Trash. And then I've got that to come with me tomorrow. So in June I'll come back. I'll take all of this stuff down to the new apartment because I've got to be vacated out of this one a month after I get my new one. So yeah, this is all staying here until then. All that's left to do is to go and eat. Actually, I have perishables in my kitchen. I didn't know I was going to leave until about 2 days ago, so I've got perishables that I need to eat before I leave. Most of the stuff is frozen, so it's staying here and I'll move it over to the new flat when we, I'm not even going to eat all of it. I don't know. If it's frozen, it'll be fine, and the rest of it's just like oils and stuff, so it's fine. But I've got some things that need to be eaten now, so I'm going to go and eat that. And you can watch me, I guess, if you want. Let's go.
아주 가끔은 그리워할 거야 널 사실 가끔은 아니고 자주겠지 아주 가끔은 눈물이 흐를 거야 그래도 괜찮다고 되뇌일 거야 행복했던 날들이었다
I don't even like chips.
이제 더는 없겠지만 지난 날로 남겨야지
Tortellini. Pea soup. Cheesy chips. So it's the next day and it's time to leave. I'm gonna miss this place. It's very full and yet still empty. Or empty but still full. That sounds more right, yeah. It's 6 a.m. I'm tired, let's just go.
난 숨을 죽이고 빛을 집어삼킨 깊은 터널 속에 홀로 남아 한치 앞도 보이지 않는 캄캄한 내 앞길엔 아무것도 보이지 않아
Ladies and gentlemen, just going to perform a quick head count. I see everyone just sitting in their seats just for 8 moments, please. Thank you.
온통 걷게 번져버린 나의 세상도 너무 지쳐서 지쳤어
Hi, I'm back. It's now the next day since I last was in contact. My phone died after we got off the plane, so I'm home now. As much as my course leaders and everyone in my course is optimistic that we'll be able to come back and finish the year, I am not so much. I just don't think it's going to happen, quite honestly. So, I think I'll be here for another 7 months until my second year starts again, and yeah. of a weird situation, really. No one expected this. We started off the years with bushfires in Australia and other things that, you know, it feels like so long ago that I don't even remember what our problems were back then. But they were not good. They were no better than they are now. And now we're not even a quarter of the way through, and the deadly virus out there, and people have to isolate in their homes. People are in quarantine, people are sick, people are dying. No one ever wants this to happen to them. I'm grateful that none of my family members have been affected, that I've not been affected. I worry that I may be one of the younger generation that carry the virus without even knowing it. There are people who are carrying the virus, aren't showing any symptoms, and are passing it on to elderly and, you know, getting them sick. And yes, the symptoms are flu-like. Everyone's gone and had the flu, but even the flu can be deadly for people with, you know, a lower immune system. So it's not to be taken lightly. It's a serious virus. And I think now more than anything, I think people realize that it's a time for community. Everyone needs to come together and help each other and try and make this world, you know, function again. There is no blame as to who brought the virus and who carried it on. There's no blame. You can't blame people for that kind of thing. You know, we're all living our lives. Some of us are living our lives more carelessly than others. But I don't think that anyone wishes to hurt people, if that makes sense. I don't want to speak for other people. I don't want to speak for the world. I want to speak from my own experiences, and in my own experience, people are scared. It's a bit hectic, but people are also just trying to get on, you know, and just keep living, because there's nothing else we can do, you know. All that we can do is help the people in our community who need help in whatever way we can, isolate ourselves so we don't pass on anything that we may or may not have, and stay optimistic, donate where you can to the correct services in your country to try and treat this virus, and hopefully it will pass on soon and we can all return to what we feel is normal. But I also hope that we can all learn from this experience and realize that we are not the only humans in our vicinity, that we need to think about others more than just through a pandemic. And, you know, we can speak our truths for the people that we believe will help our countries, and begin to treat the earth with more kindness. This is not something that is aimed towards, in my opinion, the everyday person. This is aimed towards the person who lives their life in luxury, believing that they can walk around with their cars and their private planes, and it won't affect the everyday person. It's not something to be strived towards. It should be something that we should strive against. You know, private planes are flashy. Having all those cars is flashy and looks cool and glamorous, but it's not healthy for the environment. We have to live on this world as much as you do, as much as the person next to you has to, as much as your neighbour, that celebrity that you look up to, the Queen. We all live in one earth, and if we cannot work together to keep this earth healthy and alive, then things like this will just keep happening. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a bit of a downer towards the end. Do click subscribe if you enjoyed it, click like if you did, dislike if you didn't, your opinion, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Bye!